So before I start on this video, I just kind of want to mention, don't mind my face. I just kind of busted it up when I fell a couple days ago. This is my reflection video for generalist practice for spring of 2021. So the first question says to discuss your own development in the course and what you've learned. I've learned a lot about social justice issues, even just within my community, and I think that played a big part in this semester, because not only did I do my project on a certain population and community, but I also was able to put social justice into action at my practicum site as well. So I've kind of learned why it's important and how to kind of implement that social justice practice, even within just micro social work practice. So I think that's really important. One of my most meaningful insights from the course is definitely that every aspect of social work matters. So micro, meso, and macro. I always thought I'd only see myself working in the micro field. So being able to see that macro field and the social justice aspect is really meaningful to me, since now I can distinguish between all three of them. Two lessons I learned this semester. One of them I want to say is the 7 sanctuary commitments. Sorry, I had to remember what it was called. Being able to know those, and I can make sure that I'm able to remember them for when I am working in the social work field. I really had no idea what those were before until this class, so I think it's pretty. That's one lesson that's pretty important. And then the second one actually has to do with the organizational assessment, being able to take information on a company and kind of put it into perspective and be able to make goals for that company, even if it is just for paper. Being able to make the goals for that company that I could see fit, and seeing everybody else's goals is another good lesson, because everybody has different ideas on what could help. My post-graduation plans, I'm actually working where I want to be working right now. So I'm working as an autism therapist for kids, and that's my plan for a couple years. And then I'm actually looking to go into OT, getting a master's in OT, and then moving up in that company. How have I changed and grown over the past 2 years? Definitely just this past year within practicum, I've changed, because I was able to actually see case management firsthand and understand how it works. And I'm able to see kind of what other social workers are doing too. So I was able in practicum reflection class to see what other people were doing compared to what I've been doing in my practicum. So I definitely think I've changed, being able to see all of the aspects of social work that I could work in. My favorite experience, honestly, is probably practicum, because I was able to work with a different population I'd never thought I'd see myself working with. So I was working with a homeless population, and my goal at the beginning of the year was to work with kids. I tried to get my practicum site to be with kids, and we weren't able to do that because there's only like one place available. So even like last minute, I took my practicum site, and even just being able to be with the homeless population really kind of opened my eyes, because I never thought I would see myself working with them or like interacting with that population in any way. So I think that was my favorite experience, was being open to the new population that I hadn't even thought of before.